Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. I'm going to officially say I'm going to break this up into two parts. I never know if I'm going to have two parts, but I'm going to call this part one, the next one will be part two, because I've got a lot to cover. I did these two circles two different ways, and I want to show you both what. But the main thing I wanted to show off is how to make these like rounded corners. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the graph paper tool. The graph paper tool is underneath your polygon flyout. I've got mine set on 12 by 12, which is more than enough. I'm going to hold down the control button and then I'm going to hit P, just because, no other reason, because I like hitting P. Then you've got to have a starting point and a stopping point. So we want to start there and end up there. So I'm going to come over like that many times and then go down. You do not want to go past here. So we're going to go down, and I'm trying to kind of mimic that one, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it because it really came out pretty good. The main reason I wanted to do it kind of was to show off these curves. Now, because the graph paper tool is an item or an object, I can delete it. Now, I don't know if you can see that in your monitor, these lines that are created from the hairline. So we're going to take this and go weld. Then it all comes one piece. So I'm going to left click, right click. Now we're going to take the shape tool where we can grab these nodes, and I'm going to go ahead and open up the Windows Dockers and corners, and I'm going to test to see if that's enough, and I think that's enough. So what you can do, you don't want to corner the outside corners. So I'm holding down the shift key and grabbing all the outside corners. I've got it's scrolling, but I'm holding down the shift key the whole time. Then I can go over here and look at that. It did all that to the corners. So that's all those corners. Now I might have to lower this to get it to work evenly, but it worked. And we'll go ahead and do all the corners. Let's see if we can do both of them at the same time. Yep. So I've got all the corners. Well, there's one I didn't round off. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't all have to be. But I did not round off these corners, so they'll fit. Now I'm going to make it, with my ratio lock, I'm going to just make it 2 inches long. Now since I'm going to do this two different ways, I'm going to make a duplicate of that and move it out of the way. Now I'm going to set my nudge factor on 2 inches. And I'm going to go here. But before I get too far, I'm going to make an ellipse. And I'm going to hit P. I want to know how long that ellipse is. I've got to go to object and convert it to a curve. We don't need this anymore. I'm going to go to Windows, Dockers, and Properties. And I'm going to find out by hitting this squiggly curve line that this thing is 55.04 long. So what I need this to be is 55.28 or 55.04. So I need to make some more copies. And the best way probably to do this would be able to put you an indexing. Let's just do that. Let's put an indexing line this way. And let's set it on, was it 50 inches? I've got the world's worst. 55 inches. Let's set our nudge factor on 55 inches. And let's turn on our indexing lines and move it over here. And let's make a duplicate and nudge it 55 inches. Must not have made a duplicate. So I need my graphic all the way to the other line. So now I can set my nudge factor back on 2 inches. And I'm going to Control D and move it over, Control D, till I hit that other, you know what, I don't need this anymore. Till I hit that other line. I'm a little bit long. You can be long, but let's go over here and measure it. And we can see that we're 56, but I can make it 55.04. Now I need to go ahead and weld it. And I'm going to go ahead and fill it in with black. I'm going to go ahead and take away the outline for no other reason than I want to. Let me take away my indexing lines. Now I'm going to grab my object that I just created. I'm going to go to the Artistic Media tool, and I'm going to go right here to Save. And I'm just going to call it a ZX, unless you're going to use it more, again. And then a lot of times it'll turn into a pencil, and it did. Then click on your graph and make it something bigger or smaller. And look at that. So we're going to make this a little bit narrower to kind of mimic. Let's go 1.25. And look at that. It continuously made, it's a little bit off. We could play with the, let's make it 1 inch. And it looks pretty much like that. And there's no seams. There might be a little seam, but I don't see it. It's because we did the right measurement. Now, that's a pretty good way. Now, the only thing I don't like, well, I don't care, is you need to grab object and break the Artistic Media apart because you don't want that original link. And now, stay tuned for part 2, and we're going to do the exact same thing with this one, but using the envelope tool. Hope that gave you an idea or two, and thank you for watching.